Bonjour and welcome to another Alexis Review. I hope you're all fine, and today we will be talking about Repo, I don't know how you say it, by Tobias Dostal. You have to look for the name of Tobias, which is, I don't even know, Tobias Dostal. It's not even on the front of the cover. As usual with all new Murphy's product, I don't know why they did that. Anyway, let's talk about that little gem. I'm sure you have seen Repo. The idea is very simple. You have a key, you open an invisible lock. Inside the lock, you produce a chain with your hands bare empty. Then you link the key onto the chain, you unlink it, the key disappears. Then you put the chain in your hand or in the hand of the spectator, and just when you do that, it turns into the key and everything goes back to the beginning. It's very interesting, very magical, very poetic, and Tobias is a genius. Repo is sold at roughly $60 to $70. It depends on the store you buy it, and the link to buy it is in the bio, in the description. If you want to help and support my review, feel free to buy from the store linked in the description. It helps a lot. And thank you so much for your support in the comments. I read and answer all your comments, so thank you so much for that. What do you get? You actually get a lot. Let me show it to you. I won't be showing you the gimmick because that's part of the secret. First, you get the box by Murphy's. You get a lot of little bags of plastic bags, but you might get overwhelmed with what you receive, but actually it's very simple. You get an empty chain, a regular empty chain, okay? You get, this is a regular key. You get the same key but gimmicked, and you get a chain with the key linked on it. So you can use either the gimmick key with the empty chain to do the basic routine. This is more for like hand the key to examination if you want to really have something clean, but I can give this to anybody. I don't think they will notice anything. And here you can use the chain with the key in conjunction with the key, the gimmick key, to multiply the effect. And you get a red envelope. Inside there is the gimmick. The gimmick is very well made. It's quite simple actually, but it does the job perfectly. It's very, very interestingly made. It should last a long time. It will adapt and wear a little bit during the performance, but nothing that should put this out of use. It's like a TT if you think about it, even if it's not, but it's really well thought. Everything is high quality. The trick is not cheap, but actually when you get everything, if you were to make any of the gimmick, it would cost nearly, the gimmick key would be the most complicated part, I think. So I think it's not highly priced. It's roughly correctly priced, if I can say that. And the fact that you can do so much with what you receive enhance a little bit what the perception of what you receive compared to the price. So let's do a quick demonstration. I have the key to an invisible lock. If I open the lock, I do the sound effect all by myself. Look, if I don't think if I said, oh, okay, I think I have found something in the lock. Look, this is a chain that have been in my family for the past 60 years. It's completely fake. It's a chain from China, but let's find the sweet spot. And let's do one. We will melt the reality with the imaginary. And now the key is completely locked onto the chain. But what's interesting is just to take the key out of the lock, of the chain, sorry, and make it disappear, which is actually very, very amazing. Then you can place the chain in the end of the magician or the spectator, and let's try something. I just do like this, and you should be able to see a normal key, which is we go back to the beginning. I hope I didn't flash on this routine. That's the rough demonstration of the basic routine. Let's go for the cons. My first and only con about this product would be that you need to be careful about your angle. This is not something you would be doing surrounded because nobody can be behind you when you're doing the trick. But if you take a few steps back and if you are managing your audience to the 100 degrees, you should be fine, and this is not something you will be doing for like 10 to 15 people. This is a smaller piece that should be done to 1 to 2 to 3 to 4 people max, and they should stand in front of you. It's not a big deal to manage your audience like this, because you say, let me show you something very special. Can you gather around, because I want you to all experience the same magic. Boom, boom, and you put it, it's okay, it's terminated, it's okay. So this is the only con for me about this product. So let's go for the pros. Tobias is a genius, and often with Tobias releases, you need to be a demigod, semigod, to be performing like he does. This is not true with Repo, because Repo can be done very quickly with a few hours of training. And what I like a lot about Repo, because I had Liquify by Tobias Dostal, and I never was able to make it as real as he was doing. So I had high expectation for Repo, because I wanted to be doing what he does, but I was aware that Tobias is a genius and I'm not, so it's always complicated to replicate what I see him doing. But with Repo, what I like is that you have the first step is like just vanish the chain. Very easy to do. The second step is linking the key. Very easy to do. So you have like 1 hour for this one, 1 hour for this one, roughly. Then you unlink the key and you make it vanish. Okay, this is another little step you need to learn. And everything is very interesting and stimulating for you. And then when you put this all together, you get a routine that is very easy to compile, to add those little effects together. And I think it's, for the brain, it's very rewarding to manage to understand and be able to do all those little effects and then put them together at the end. So I had a blast performing and training this one, because I was doing it to myself on the mirror. It's completely, you understand all the angle, you understand, it's very magical because your hands are empty. The way the hands are shown, it's a clever gimmick. So it's very rewarding, and you can do what you see very quickly in a few days. So I really like the fact that this is possible to do. This is not like a dream effect that you will be able to do in 3 months if you train 10 hours per day. So very interestingly, you can, as I said, use the several gimmicks provided to perform a lot. In the video explanation, he talked about having a key appearing on the end of the spectator very naturally. You can mix the gimmick with the key on the chain. You can mix just the gimmick and the key to make the key vanish. You can do a lot with it. You can even do it in the end of the spectator. So it covers a lot, and you see that Tobias have his brain go in all direction, and it's his creativity juice, if I can say that, is just amazing, because he thinks about a thing that you shouldn't be able to think of. So I really enjoyed watching the explanation, and for the setup, that was my main concern. You get, as I said, a little red envelope, and you can set up everything inside, so it's something that you can do on the fly. You don't have to set your gimmick, like, don't look, and then say, okay, let's do, no. You can set up on the fly, and that's very convenient if you want to be performing this in street magic or anything else. So he thought about everything, and it's a joy to perform. So for me, this is 4 hearts directly. I love it. It's very interesting, different, magical, poetic. 4 hearts out of 4. In terms of difficulty, this is not actually very complicated to do. You just have to learn. The learning curve is not like you don't understand and then like this. It's very smooth, and you get rewarded with amazing vanishes when you perform, when you learn. So it's not that hard to perform, so I would say 2 stars out of 4. Similar product, you have the linking rings, you have Living Home by Jason Key. This is an old one, but I was performing this like 15 years ago. If you have any other trick with the key vanishing or anything, the closest I can think of is, you know, the basic trick when you show a toothpick and it disappears, kind of the same idea. So tell me in the comment if you think of anything similar to Repo. Thank you so much for watching this video. Feel free to subscribe to the channel, leave a comment if you have a question or a product you want me to review, and if you have anything, the comments are here and I will be reading all your comments and answering all of them. Thank you so much for your time and see you soon for another Alexis Magic Review. Bye bye, au revoir.